Hello everyone and welcome back to Rob's Gaming Table. Today on the table we have a special video for you. It's the finals of the face-to-face games Battle of the Trident event held in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. On the left we have ThroneRunner, who has his own YouTube channel doing Game of Thrones content. You can check him out in the description below. I have a link to his channel there. I'm sure a lot of you guys know who he is though. And on the right we have Kyle Duncan. Both players undefeated at this point. It was a 4-round tournament, Swiss only. You can go back on the channel and see the first 3 videos of the series if you haven't seen them yet to see how these players got here. But on the left we have a Greyjoy Fealty run by ThroneRunner with 2 of his little fishmongers, a Lordsport Shipwright, and a Salty Navigator. And looks like he's got an Iron Mines and an Iron Fleet Scout on setup. So 6 beautiful cards set up. Got economy there from a couple of his characters. Has a little initiative bump off the Salty Navigator. He's got the fealty reduction already good to go. It's too bad he didn't get Rose Road or something along those lines, but we'll see what he starts off with here. And on the right we have Night's Watch Kings of Winter, which you guys seen in a couple of the other videos from this tournament. This is Kyle running that deck, obviously. Opening with Wraiths in their midst. He's got looks like a Wildling Horde, an Iron Throne, and a Rose Road on setup. So he's got some economy. He's going to be winning dominance most rounds, looks like. And we see that they didn't play March to the Wall, so Wildling Horde is going to stick around, which if Shamar there, aka ThroneRunner, was running March to the Wall, I think now is when you'd play it to get rid of that 5 gold worth of characters sitting on the board there and leave the Night's Watch with an empty board, but he did not. He opened with a Noble Cause to reduce the cost of a Lord or Lady by 2. Nice economy opening plots, especially when Naval Superiority isn't really played right now. Seems like a good opener.
I've done it when there's like lots of noise, like staticky background in the video to
So it looks like the Greyjoy player is going first. There he's got a sea tower he just put into play to help him with his economy on his Greyjoy cards. And he's going to use the 2 fishmongers plus the sea tower. Lord and Lady reduction there on Balon. And throwing a duplicate on him to keep him around. Now this is pre-Valor. Valor came out basically 4 or 5 days after this tournament. And I think ThroneRunner was playing Greyjoy basically since the beginning of 2nd edition. He was a Greyjoy player mainly in 1st edition, so he just took up Greyjoy coming into this edition. But I said he was preparing for Valor. He was hoping the pack was out for this tournament, but decided to still play the deck even though it wasn't. It's maybe one of the last glimpses you'll see of Greyjoy before they get that Valar Morghulis in the plot deck and start really putting those saves to use. So over to the Night's Watch player for marshalling. Looks like he has 5 gold. Obviously has lots of options in hand. Maybe no clear vision where to go. You're staring at Balon across the board with a dupe on him. It's usually a tough start there. And he's got that Lordsport Shipwright, so if he pops down a King's Road, he's definitely going to get it knelt. And get some choke happening on himself, considering he's the choke deck here. Now, one thing I don't think that happened. I'm not sure. I'm trying to count here in my head, but the Kings of the Winter agenda, I believe, would have knocked a gold off of a noble cause, giving him only 4 gold. I'm gonna use a sea tower and the 2 little reducer guys to reduce Balon. I believe Balon's 6 plus Lord and Lady reduction off noble cause would have left Balon costing 1. He also put in a Priest of the Drowned God, which costs 3, so that's 4 gold. And then still has 1 left, so that would be 5 gold. He didn't use fealty, so I think that Kings of Winter was forgotten there. We may see Kyle catch it here when he gets into challenges and he wants to know how much gold is remaining for possible events. He might count it out. Maybe he's counting it out here. It looks like he's using his old Forest Hunter he just marshaled in. He's thinking of dumping a card here to get some extra gold. But you saw he did put in that King's Road, and it did get knelt, like I said, would happen with that Lord's Port shipwright. So he did discard to get a White Tree into play. He discarded the Night Gathers. Let's start putting that choke on the opponent.
All RPG stuff's on the shelf. We used to have some like old collections, like crazy ones, but we were selling.
So we're starting off with an Intrigue challenge from the Priest of the Drowned God. He is 3 strength from his ability, giving a +1 to Drowned God characters. Obviously no defenders that we see, no Dolorous Ed or whatever jumping in on the Night's Watch side yet. So it's going to go through unopposed.
I don't like talking bad about other stories, but that sucks that you had to.
No triggers on the unopposed. We got a dice roll here to pick the card randomly. Grabs another Wildling Horde out of hand.
Power. The same cover I had when I played it back in like the 90s, so I almost got it for 25 bucks.
So go to my account. So I just have our together and add 50 to my credit with power
And we got Balon Greyjoy coming in on a power challenge, 5 strength. Remember, everyone who is less than 5 strength on the opponent's side in the challenge when Balon's participating does not count their strength. But the Wildling Horde is 5, so he's even. There is an Iron Fleet Scout across the board from the Night's Watch player, which is going to give 2 strength because the Greyjoy player is going first. So I could bump Balon up to 7, but then we also have the ability on the Wildling Horde, as you can see here, kneeling the house card to give +2 strength to a Wildling character. So it is a tie, so it's not unopposed, but Balon does win and get a renown. No power to steal. But it makes that Wildling Horde kneel and uses up his ability and everything, so nothing happened there. And it looks like a military challenge went through there and killed the old Forest Hunter.
You're supposed to have one less gold.
White Tree.
And there you go. Kyle just realized the Kings of the Winter agenda and realized he should not have had that gold left, so they don't count it towards dominance.
I'm at 4/4. What's your reserve?
It's supposed to be 4, right?
You're at 3.
3.
-1, -1.
The reserve choke is happening here from Wraiths of the Mist plus the Kings of the Winter agenda, choking down ThroneRunner's hand here to 3 cards.
Yeah, because that way if someone next game we have to see it. Yeah. Like the top's better.
Which sometimes is a tough pill to swallow. And it looks like he gets rid of a couple cards there. King's Road, and I think it's that, I forget their name, the Greyjoy little pillage army, I think. Sure you guys know, 3 cost Greyjoy character. I just started playing around with them recently, so I'm still learning all the character names. Alright, so we got Varys' Riddle into Heads on Spikes. That is an interesting flip.
It's my choice. No, we're tied again.
So I guess the idea is there, play Wraiths, thin down their hand with reserve, hoping they keep some characters. And that leaves Heads on Spikes to hit and hopefully kill a character and get you 2 power. Just that initiative is not too shabby.
can be first player.
It sounds like Night's Watch player won initiative there, chose the Greyjoy player to go first. And here we go, heads on spikes. It misses, gets the support of the people. Which definitely was hiding in there to be used to go grab a Great Kraken or a Sea Stone Chair or something like that.
You get 2 power.
And heads on spikes on the other side. Looks like it hit a Messenger Raven. So the very real paying off there, killing a Messenger Raven, which is some of the card draw I'm sure Kyle wanted to use. And also nets 2 power for the Greyjoy player. He's now in a commanding 4-0 lead after the first round.
Mega contributions.
So, ThroneRunner is saying you have to say "mega contribution, sir," which Kyle just played a mega contribution, sir, to steal a gold from ThroneRunner. You must say it with a British accent, or it's not legal in our meta to play it. Doesn't actually take the gold until you say it properly. Looks like he got another Ironfleet Scout out in play. So since he's going first, he could give +4 strength total to his side in a challenge. And we got Euron Crow's Eye. Choke not really doing much here against the Greyjoy player. He has quite the beautiful board. He's got a couple of his big bombs in play. Has good icon spread. Especially those green icons you don't normally see on the board in a Greyjoy match. Got himself covered. And ladies and gentlemen, Varys has hit the board. So that juicy board you see now is not going to be so juicy if Varys is allowed to live till the dominance phase and is triggered at the end of it to discard all characters in play. Balon does have the dupe. He can save himself from leaving play, but Iron Mines and Risen from the Sea, those only save from being killed, not discarded, so that may be the weakness that you need to exploit in these Greyjoy decks with all the saves. So I think he's going to level the field here. It'll be a Varys, which is quite interesting. I know if I was playing on ThroneRunner's side there and I had a board like that playing Greyjoy going first, got the Ironfleet Scouts, got Iron Mines there to protect, dupe on Balon, I'd feel pretty great, but one card to be dropped across the table from you to really shake you up is Varys. Especially when you don't have a Sea Stone Chair readily available. Looks like an unopposed military challenge there with Balon. Using both Ironfleet Scouts to get him above the range of the Wildling Horde. To then kill the Wildling Horde for claim. Euron does have a milk on him, so he's not going to be pillaging, renowning, or stealing locations. So a 3 strength intrigue challenge here with the Priest of the Drowned God.
How many cards do you have?
Like only 2 cards left on the Night's Watch side. This is not looking good for the Night's Watch player, but Varys could swing things here if he makes it through. And there goes a copy of the White Tree for claim, leaving 1 card left in the Night's Watch player's hand. And 1 character on the board, only 3 locations. No, oh, he's got 1 power on his house. This is pretty much over for the Night's Watch player if Varys wasn't on the board. We will see here. Let's see if a mass reset can swing the game.
Intrigue stuff.
So intrigue challenge from the Night's Watch player, stealthing the Lordsport shipwright, getting unopposed, grabbing a We Do Not Sow. I think leaving 1 card in hand left on the Greyjoy side. So both players down to 1 card in hand. And here goes the boom boom.
Oh no, I have this.
So dominance goes to the Night's Watch player. He's 2 power now. Varys gets removed from the game, discards all characters in play. That Milk the Poppy falls off. His terminal goes to the discard pile of the Night's Watch player. And Balon will obviously save himself from leaving play, sitting there lonely with 2 power on him. But the Greyjoy player sitting at, looks like 9 power to 2. Still a commanding lead. Both players with 1 card in hand, choosing their next plot. We're only going into round 3 here. A lot of craziness is happening in this game already. This is awesome. Who needs Valor yet? Come on, look at this. Varus does the job, doesn't he? Alright, so we got March to the Wall, played from the Night's Watch side, gets rid of what is left. Balon goes away, takes away 2 power with him. So 2 copies of Balon are now out of the game. And we got a Summons. Not a bad play after that. Looking for a character, gets you an extra card too. Something you can put into play. You got the White Tree plus the Winter Agenda there, choking a couple gold away from each turn, and then if there's any meager contributions, also stealing gold. So it's might be a little hard for the Greyjoy player to get going here. Depends what the Night's Watch player draws into. It is Asha who's grabbed with Summons, but she is not loyal, so Fealty will not be able to reduce her. But there is a Sea Tower and 4 gold from the plot, which can get her into play at least, but that's only 1 character.
Okay. Yeah, I was like, no, I'll get you that. Oh, wait, I'm already getting it. I'm like, oh, you fucked up. Cool.
Not sure why Asha's staying on the board there. Okay, there she goes back to hand. All right.
Best blood ever.
ThroneRunner thinks he can just use Summons to plop her in play there. Trying to get every advantage he can by cheating. I'm just joking. Had to reveal her and forgot her on the table.
Rebuilding.
Oh yeah, the choke happened, so Asha cannot get into play. There's only 3 gold. Fealty and Sea Tower, but Fealty will not work on Asha. Depends what he top deck, but it's tapping those fingers there. Does not look like he's got many options. And since he's going first, what he marshals may just get killed. Depending on what the opponent marshals. You always gotta worry when you put 1 character out if it can't handle itself in a military challenge. You might just lose it anyway, so he chooses to keep it in hand. But then you do run the risk of losing it from an intrigue challenge. So an Ocean Road played before Night Gathers is played here.
Wait, I've got high curve. Really high curve. What can I say for it?
So it looks like the discard pile is going to happen here from marshalling for the Night's Watch players if they were in hand. So he used the Ocean Road to reduce the Iron Islands Fishmonger to reduce another Iron Islands Fishmonger, which then puts Balon into play with the rest of his cash. And remember, Balon is not dead. He was saved and then discarded. So now Balon is being used against the Greyjoy player.
No more challenges. Am I done?
And we have Balon getting unopposed power challenge here and taking dominance. 5 power to 6, it looks like. I think you forgot Renown on Balon.
Exactly, so I don't mind losing.
Oh yeah, I don't see it in here. Otherwise, struggle.
Yes. So
Looks like he's playing a little fast there.
Not that quickly.
So this completely turned around here. And we got Winter Festival flipped on the Night's Watch side into Confiscation on the Greyjoy side. No attachments to hit. And yeah, you just heard Kyle there. Remember, he forgot the Renown. So it's because he doesn't play Balon too often. Looks like Night's Watch players going first. Or maybe not. Oh, he is.
The Greyjoy card drop from the bottom. Take stand pair in it? Yeah, the same guy. Yeah.
Alrighty.
He's going to play Yorin and go through the discard pile again. So he might take a Priest of the Drown God here.
Could he have that? No, he couldn't.
Yep, Priest of the Drown God.
Yeah.
It's like the board's flipped here. Varus really swinging it around.
Yeah, you get I'm going White Train, you get 1 less from my agenda because it's White.
Oh, no.
Looks like Greyjoy player marshals in a Sea Tower. Gets choked down to 2 gold. From the agenda and the White Tree again.
I catch like the end of the third. Yeah. Depending on if it's a 7 or 7:30. I managed to get all the counters.
You can just feel the frustration in ThroneRunner's side here. Having barely any economy, can't get the game going. Puts out a Lord's Port Shipwright.
And Jeff. I was careful. I was scared. He's gonna hit me. Burn his
He's wishing he had Valor in his deck right now, that's for sure. Blow up that board. It's the only way he's going to be able to come back, I think, is playing a Varus of his own. Maybe a high economy plot like trading or something to help him marshal in some decent characters here, but this does not look good. So military challenge of Balon, remembering the round this time. Claim goes on the Lord's Port Shipwright, but saved with Iron Mines. Yorin's coming in with a 2-strength intrigue challenge. Unopposed is blocked with the Lord's Port Shipwright. Oh, actually fully blocked. He's going to use the Iron Fleet Scouts to raise the strength, and we got a 1-strength power challenge coming in unopposed.
2 undone challenges. Do you have any challenges?
So dominance over the Night's Watch player, and he also takes his Winter Festival 2 power.
It makes you feel better. The crown was the 9.
I think the Night's Watch player's at 11, if I'm counting right. Kind of hard to see the dark power tokens on the Dark House card. It's kind of poor lighting in this store, but I think that's what he's at. Yeah, I think it's 10 power. Oh, 11 actually counting Balon.
Oh, you're not doing challenge? Oh yeah, you went for it. I mean, if you want me to do more challenge.
So it's Famine, more choke happening here. It's going to reduce the cost of every character by, or sorry, increase the cost of each character played by the opponent by 1. So he's going to lose gold, and also the cost on his characters increases, so even less to put in play. So this Night's Watch winter deck doing its choke and character theft here perfectly. And it looks like Wildfire's played on the Greyjoy side, which is going to kill 2 little fishmongers, send them to the dead pile on the Greyjoy side. So the White Tree is doing some theft. Letting the Greyjoy player go first, that's good. That gives some gold to the Night's Watch player to help him with his only basically 2 gold off the plot there. Only giving 2 gold to the Greyjoy player. He's got 2 sea towers. He's going to play his 3rd fishmonger. Cost 2, which they caught, and the sea tower. 2nd sea tower is used to reduce it.
I know. Two games in a row now, from memory. New record.
Yeah, I just don't know what you do here. You get choked down. The lock is real. The control is happening. That beautiful start by the Greyjoy player. Getting that full board out. Balon going right away. Going first. Looking all good. And 1/6 cost character in Varus totally blows that up with the icing of the Night Gathers and the Ocean Road there. Just being able to steal characters from the opponent, put them into play. What better way to fill that discard pile with some good characters than Varus? And a March to the Wall. Throw Balon in there. That was pretty good. So yeah, it looks like 12 power actually on the Night's Watch side. He's got a 2-claim plot showing too, so he's gonna be able to steal a couple power here. Probably getting unopposed. And Pike's marshaled in. So Night's Watch player marshalling now. Collecting 3 gold, 2 from the plot, 1 from the Roach Road, plus he has 1 from the White Tree, so 4 gold. Which is enough to play a ranging party. And I don't see the game going further in this round.
You just need that to give something stealth?
That's it.
Stealth from Pike there, using it on, say, the Iron Islands Fishmonger to try to win a power challenge. Doesn't look like it can happen with the amount of power across the board. And we got the summons prizes from the event there handed out.
power stealthing past.
So we do have Pike used on the Fishmonger, stealthing the ranging party. 1 strength. Could be buffed to 5 using the Ironfleet Scout. So no defenders declared. Night's Watch player goes down to, looks like 11 power and 7 on the Greyjoy side. And over to the Night's Watch player for challenges. It looks like close it out here. So military challenge with Balon, obviously unopposed. Claim of 2, clears the board, gets renown. So that's 13 power. Unopposed intrigue should be 14 power, plus the unopposed power challenge. And obviously claim 2 gets 2 copies of Asha. And power challenge there with the ranging party. And that closes it out. So congrats to Kyle Duncan winning the face-to-face Battle of the Trident event. And helping push the Maesters closer to winning the Battle of the Trident with 10 extra votes. That's right, kids. Vote green. Alright, thanks to both players for playing on the camera. Thanks to Liz at Face to Face Games for helping us run the tournament. Thanks to everyone who showed up. Thanks to all of you watching and supporting the channel. You can do so by subscribing. And if you already subscribed, hit that like button, comment below, share the video on social media. And if you'd like to donate to help me offset the cost of this work, you can do so at patreon.com. Thank you, guys.